Alright, Galactus Hunters round 8. Uh, you've probably seen some sort of banner alerting us about rewards for Galactus during the PvP climb, but now I think I have more than enough time to do whatever it needs to be done, at least in terms of recording and making sure that everything sounds and is right. Okay. For those who are uninitiated about Galactus, this is the boss version of Galactus. You have probably seen him once or twice before in Crash of the Titans, especially against 4-star Ghost Rider, as I need to turn animations on real quick. Alright, so the countdown tiles that he creates on the board, those are great machines. And what they do is that they create these little cosmic tiles on the board, and whenever it becomes Galactus's turn, he will generate some amount of AP from these tiles. So the main thing you want to do, you want to try and make sure that Galactus doesn't, well, his countdown tiles, A, don't reach 0. That's for starters. B, if they do reach 0, you want to have a way to at least seal off the AP, because if he gets 28 in black, well, your team is pretty much done. So what I'm doing here is I'm pretty much showing you, hey, you can actually do this here with a pure 2-star character in the case of Black Widow, and you know, 3 stars with Hawkeye and Scarlet Witch. But again, it doesn't matter what level Scarlet Witch or Hawkeye or Black Widow are at, as long as you happen to have certain abilities at certain levels, then yeah, Galactus will never ever have a turn. Or if he does happen to have a turn, well, you know, you'll be able to steal resources from him. Alright. Again, pop a little bit of a heal for Clint. I'm never gonna say this is gonna be the last time that Galactus will not gain off any AP. I'll never gonna say that. There we go. Then with Scarlet Witch, again, she's gonna, you know, help us generate a little bit of blue with her countdown tiles. Again, Hawkeye, anytime that we match any of Galactus's tiles away, the countdown tiles specifically will gain AP in a handful of colors. And then again, Widow, she's just here to help us steal some tiles. Then, like I said, if you need any sort of healing, well, again, that's what Clint's gonna do. That's what, you know, Fishnet, aka Black Widow, is gonna do. And again, all you're gonna do, pop off some of these tiles here. Anything new comes up on the board, get rid of them. If you can match one of your special tiles away, cool. If you can match one of Galactus away, cool. Just make sure that you're able to to get your damage output relatively consistent. Because every turn you're going to be doing some sort of damage to Galactus, so generate the AP that you need, and most importantly, have fun, and don't do like how I did in a previous video and be like, oh man, I got this here I got something working, and then unfortunately it doesn't work, and then you just look at yourself and you wonder, man, I just spent the last couple of hours trying to whoop up on Galactus, and well, nothing to show for it. I guess the question one could ask, well, could you use the 5-star version of Clint to generate the blue from the countdown tiles? I mean, yeah, you probably could, but this is specifically for 2- and 3-star rosters that that sometimes it may feel like, man, I can't contribute to the alliance event, or man, I'm gonna let my alliance down. Well, I'm pretty sure that you would have a 2-star version of Black Widow, and I'm pretty sure you would have a 3-star version of Scarlet Witch, and there's some hits from the Bags of Riches PvP. So hi guys, welcome to the show. Alright, Doc Ock, No Way Home. Man, if you knew how many times I recorded about this dude, you'd be like, oh geez, man. About him, he has a few things to do with his countdown, well, his tentacle tiles, not countdown tiles. Too many tiles for me to keep up with. Alright, so his black ability is a board shape. It destroys any tentacle tiles that's on the board and does damage based on the number of tentacle tiles that happen to be on the board. Alright. Then also too, if you happen to make matches in Doc Ock's color, then you will gain a tentacle tile on the board based on the color that you match. Alright, blue is 6. It will do a board swap for tentacle tiles on the board. So if you happen to choose a tile, you can either go and try and make a match 3 or match 5, whatever suits your heart's content, and then you'll create the tentacle tiles. And I want to say it also, oh yeah, and it does have a passive where anytime tentacle tiles are in the same vicinity, or on the same colors in the same vicinity, then one of them will swap and go to a different tile and become a different color of tile. So you could potentially have tiles on green, on black, on, I mean, well, not, well, obviously, you're already gonna have them on black, on purple, and red. Yeah, whatever colors Doc Ock doesn't have, you can do them like that. And then finally, yellow. Yellow costs 7. You'll gain some AP in the AP pool that you chose, as long as you don't choose yellow. Also, 2, if you have a tentacle tile on that color, you will gain some additional AP in that color. So, again, Doc Ock is really both a Thanos. I mean, not really a Thanos. I meant Apocalypse and a Galactus counter, so to speak. As Doc Ock does his thing. Now I kind of wish I had Red Hulk out in front so that he could tank some of this damage. And there goes the mind of its own. You know, swapping some of the tiles. And again, don't really have enough for Red Hulk to do his thing, but we will cast off Inevitable Betrayal. Why not? Because they gotta fire off a power off, right? There's Inevitable Betrayal. Alright, let's grab some in blue. Alright, Manifest Entity. I'm trying to think here. Yeah, let's go Invisible. At least for Super Scroll, at least. Does he have enough purple? Nope. See, I would say I was a little bit worried, but yes, ma'am. No, okay. That'll get removed, and I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. Now I think that we should have enough tentacle tiles on the board to... No, not enough to get rid of the good doctor. Well, alright, add some protect tiles. Get more tentacle tiles back up on the board. Yeah, because the only thing that I really hate about round 8, you know, in dealing with events such as these, is just the side notes. That's the only thing that I really hate. But otherwise, you know, I like boss events. I really do like chilling out with my alliance. So we choose blue. And then to quote the super scroll, you know, who wants to go away first? Alright, so that's Doc Ock, and again I apologize for that note taking a little bit longer than expected, but hey, this here is the beauty of quote-unquote live recording. So let's see here, because I want to keep Doc Ock happy or relatively healed, so I guess I'll break out with another good doctor, Reed Richards, and I'll break out with Morbius if I can ever find him. And so the idea really behind this team here, man, I got whatever color that Galactus lands on, well, I got to match it away. Nope. Alright, so now that's gonna get rid of red tiles. And let's see what Mr. Fantastic is gonna do. No, that's not happening on red, amigo. Not today. No yellow tiles. Alright, now it's time for a little bit of swappage here. Nope. And there goes a mind of its own. And now, I want to say I almost have the full allotment of colors swapped upon. I got green, got yellow, got red, I got purple, got blue. Yeah, that's everything. We got a long ways to go, but we at least finished round 7, so round 8 will be pretty easy. Okay, Iron Man. So there's 4 different versions of Iron Man in the game. The best one, in my opinion, is Iron Man Model 40. He will create recharge tiles, and when when they reach 0, which happens to be his yellow power, you'll gain AP in red and blue, which is 2 colors that he needs. And then because his red and blue are so overcost, with red being 13 and blue being 16, yeah, you kind of need a pretty cheap ability. But also too, other characters can utilize the blue and red that you gain from recharge, as well as purple and green as well, but not in large amounts as you would with blue. Alright, red will do damage, like I said, to the target, but it has a drawback of draining AP from yellow, from green, and from purple, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, yellow, purple, and black. Okay, I was off there. Ballistic Salvo, I think that one drains from green, right? No? Still purple, black, and yellow, which again makes sense. Deals damage to the entire team, which, I mean, that's solid, but, you have other moves that can, do that there, especially with blue, at least in the 3-star tier. And then, like I said, with yellow, again, just ridiculous. Alright, then you have Hulkbuster. Notice I have him at a 355 because I pair him up with Shang-Chi, but typically you want to roll with him 553. Red does damage and will do additional damage if you have more red AP stocked up. So the initial cost is 9, but if you have like ridiculous amounts of AP, like, I don't know, 30 red AP, yeah, you can pretty much drop some pretty nasty damage, like I said, onto folks. Black, on the other hand, it costs 11. It drops some strike tiles on the board. It gives you 9 red AP, and it reduces Iron Man's health by a little bit. So there's another outlet to get your repulsor punch off. And then finally, the blue ability, which costs 9, it'll convert some number of basic green tiles to red tiles, and it'll convert basic blue tiles to protect tiles. All right. Iron Man Mark 46. His red does damage and will do additional damage based on any Team Iron Man members that's on the board. I mean, that you have on his side. The blue ability, Girl Friday, this costs 11. It's either 10 or 11, but whatever the case is, it's pretty high to use. It will change some number of the enemy's strongest color into red, and then when it does that, it will destroy all red tiles on the board, cause cascades, and do damage accordingly, but of course you don't gain AP from all the red that you get from that. It'd be nice if you could, but no. And then finally, House Party Protocol. Yo, shout out to the 1990s movies. 1990s movies, movie series House Party. Well, actually, early 80s. I mean, late 80s, but whatever. So this costs 12. He creates 3 countdown tiles on the board that are on yellow. As long as they're on the board, if Iron Man is dealt whatever the threshold amount of damage is, one of those countdown tiles will be removed, and the damage will be negated. But if the countdown tiles reach 0, then you'll do damage accordingly. And then finally, the regular version of Iron Man 35. Red does damage to the target, costs 10. Yellow does damage, creates protect tiles on the board for 8. And then for 19, you do damage to the target and then stun the target for 1 turn. Alright, so that's Iron Man in a nutshell. That will break out with Hulkbuster, why not? Since I did mention Shang-Chi and Onslaught, I know this year's probably overkill, but hey. Shang-Chi needs to heal anyway, so. Alright, trying to set up a match for, but I don't. Well, I do see it now. Alright, pop some tiles from off the board. Get some healing in, and there you go. Now again, we really didn't get a chance to see Iron Man in action, but for those who have watched my PvP videos, Iron Man doesn't really doesn't seem like he's a slouch, but he does put in work. Alright, what is Galactus' strongest color? Changes. Again, that was just Shang-Chi just pretty much putting in the work, not Iron Man. So, not a good showcase of him. Okay, 3 different versions of Wolverine. There's no quote-unquote definitive best version of Wolverine, but at one point in time, this guy was pretty good. This guy was pretty good. Power creep and reworks both put them into early retirement, and the same thing with 2-star Wolverine. He was actually top of the pops, him and Thor, but that was a long time ago when his true heal didn't care if he was at 50% health or not. Alright. This Wolverine, it does damage with green to the target, cost 8. Is black destroys the opponent's strongest colors for 11, and then recovery for 9 creates a 3-turn countdown tile that, if it's not matched away, it'll restore some Wolverine's health. If it is matched away, it'll destroy some number of tiles on the board, and deal damage to the target. This version of Wolverine, for 9 on black, he will create strike tiles on the board, but it will end his turn. Yellow will allow him to heal as long as he has allies in the fight. And then red, anytime that we fire off a power, he will create some strike tiles on the board if there's a minimum of 5. And then also with the black ability, if you happen to have 11, or no, excuse me, 12 in yellow, then Wolverine will transform and it'll have a whole list of different abilities. His black on his transform state, this costs 6, if I'm not mistaken, right? Is it 6 or is it 7? Okay, 7. Removes, strike tiles on the board, or well, friendly special tiles on the board, and then you deal damage for each tile destroyed. Typically, it's gonna be strike tiles. Alright, then his yellow costs 6, deals damage to the enemy team, and then additional damage for each enemy still in the fight. And then red is, I'm trying to remember, what does it cost? Does it cost 7 too? Oh, 8. But what it does is, if Wolverine is at a lower amount of health, he'll do even more damage. But he'll do like regular damage to the target, and then he'll do additional damage if he's at low enough health. Alright. Samurai Daken, yeah, we'll talk about him since we're talking about other versions of Wolverine. Master Viato, that costs 8. Removes strike attack projectiles from off the board, then deals damage to the enemy, and then for every special tile remove, creates a blue strike tile. And then of course, enemy strike tiles, projectiles, and attack tiles are reduced by a listed amount. Lawless Warriors is passive. Create, if you have more than 6 black AP at the start of the turn, create some number of repeater tiles on the board. We'll convert some number of them to red, and then create repeater tiles. And if there are at least 4 more special tiles on the board while the repeater tiles activate, then you do damage to the target. And then, this here lowers the threshold for the, I think, yeah, it lowers the threshold for the amount of special tiles needed. Alright, and then Lethal Fury, this costs 9, deals damage, destroys 3 green tiles, and then the damage that's dealt will be dealt as permanent damage to the opponent. So this is one of the first abilities that has the permanent damage mechanic in the game. And then if he has less than 25% health, then it becomes unkillable Ronin. Where here you if you have at least 4 green AP, you'll heal until you get about 25% health, and then it'll kick off. And then at higher levels, it reduces the amount of AP and the amount of healing you get. Patch, pretty simple. 9 is Berserker Rage, creates 6 strike tiles for both the friendly and enemy teams, does damage to the target. Best There Is costs 14. It does damage to the target, then creates it does damage to the target based on the number of Wolverine tiles that are on the board, and then it'll create it creates a strike tile for the friendly team and enemy team. And then finally, yellow is a passive, unconditional heal at the start of each turn. Now at lower levels, you will need a minimum threshold of yellow tiles to have, but yeah, just put this here at 5, get an unconditional heal, and you're pretty much good to go. Finally, 2-star Wolverine for 6. His green will cast strike tiles on the board and will do will create more strike tiles depending upon the amount of red AP that you have. So if you have, I think it's a minimum of 3. If you have 3, it'll create 1 strike tile. If you have 6, it'll be 2, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, for every 3 red. Yeah. Alright, animating slash costs 12, does damage to the target. That's all you need to know there. And then healing factor, if Wolverine's at 50% health or lower, anytime you match yellow, he'll heal off. So there you go. There's all the Wolverines there in a nutshell. Hopefully I don't have to go over them again, or ever again, because by this point in time, well, nah, I can't really say that there, because it'll be somebody's first time playing Marvel Puzzle Quest, and then they get Wolverine, and it's like, well, how does this Wolverine here work? So I got it. Looking for Wade X Force. Normally I would have went with X-23. Like, I've done X-23 and Old Man Logan with Doc in, but every time I've done it either with recording or solo by myself, Old Man Logan or X-23 ends up dying pretty quickly, so and plus two, they have no synergy. Well, you would think, you know, with X-23, her, you know, her wanting green to have strike tiles on the board, you think that would help her brother out, but Alright, now we got the purple that we need. Now we just need the black, and then we're good to go. Because now I need to see on what color it's going to be on. Black? Okay. Alright, Wolverine will be able to heal off of the suppressing fire. Thanks, Wade. And also to quote Wade, hey Wolverine, you want me to kill your kid? No, we are not trying to do no killing of kids, man. No. Like, come on, Wolverine. No, Wade. We are no. This is a family-friendly channel. We do not advocate for things like that. Nope. See, and there goes the recovery there. See, we didn't get the healing portion off, but we got the lashing out part. So. Set up this match 5. See if we can suppress this target down, as they would say in Battlefield. That's on green. Let's X-Force it, see if we get... Ooh, nice. and then finish him off the rest of the way. Alright. Here I'm gonna actually use a team I've been using for quite a bit, you know, just for entertainment purposes. If I can ever find Monica Rambeau, I was about to call her by her actress's name, but let's not do that. Ah, great. The one time in which I want to match Supply Drone, I can't actually match it, because then it gets rid of it. Alright, at least they put it up on a road where I can do something with. Well, one of these tiles is gonna go off, so. Alright, now the idea behind this team here is, I'm not gonna say it's relatively straightforward, but once you gain AP in Carol's, well, in everybody's colors, well, notably black, you know, black specifically, so you'll be able to sword strike, destroy some tiles on the board, you know, cause some cascades, and, you know, have a little bit of fun. And then here with Photonic Rush, again, a little bit of a board shake. You know, now we'll be able to get a little bit stronger of stuff. Alright, now again, we're not going to be using Kamala's, you know, her in Big and Bash. That's the reason why I have it down at 3. Because, well, you're mostly using Carol's abilities. Alright, Loki, pretty much straightforward. Black, anytime that there's enemy protect or strike tiles on the board, for 11 he will steal them and then he'll flip-flop them. So if you have enemy strike tiles on the board, he'll flip them to protect tiles, or if there's enemy protect tiles on the board, he'll flip them to strike tiles. Alright, purple, cost 5, you know, swaps the board of, I think, 32 tiles, or yeah, I think it's 32 tiles. And then for the green ability, Loki punishes folks who make match 4s, creates countdown tiles based on the color that was matched, and then when that happens, they will steal some AP in those particular colors. Alright, so we're going to break out with a combined arms team. So you would need 2-star Daken, a piece, yeah, 2-star Daken, Loki, and Captain Marvel. And then anytime the AI matches whatever their strongest color is, well, we will be gaining AP in black. Then anytime they make a match 4 or greater, well, they really don't want to make a match 4 or greater. That's all I'll say. Alright, there's a strike tile. We'll get this out. don't want to fire off executive decision just yet, because I want more strike tiles on the board. Now, looking back at it, I probably should have, but alright, there's the match 4. Alright, now watch as these countdown tiles here as they reach 0. Get stronger. Get stronger. Get stronger. Alright, now more photonic barrage here. Let's drop that one there down to 0. Now I'll drop off another photonic barrage here. Again, you always want to start your photonic barrage tiles up at the top. And the reason why you want to do that is you want to have them resolve a whole heck of a lot faster. That's the idea behind it. She should survive, yeah. Now, even with the executive decisions happening, you know, we should have enough strong strike tiles on the board to where, you know, all this damage that I was taking with Carol, well, it shouldn't even make a dent in her anymore. Alright, let's executive decision this one here. Just delay the inevitable for about 1 turn. Alright, now here I actually do want to you to create a purple tile. And I actually want him. Ooh, that's actually beautiful too. Let's swap the board. Pop off some trickery. We'll let them deal with that. If I can. Okay, there we go. We're looking for it. Looking for a tile that the AI was going to match beautifully. Alright, now Loki, you need to more or less stay alive. Oh, don't worry, we can speed this here up even faster, so. I mean, this isn't exactly what I meant by faster, but this is what I meant. Get those executive decisions, steal some of those tiles. Again, hope that one of them lands on that you steal some black AP. If not, that's alright. Because now, yeah, the damage, ooh, yeah, 5,000 damage per strike, yeah. Again, gain some more AP, well, more damage. Now, at this point in time here, well, I think the match damage from Doc, and I think that should be enough to knock him dead, knock him down, whatever. Alright, now I mentioned about an Incredible Hulk team, so hopefully this team here won't let me down. The last time I tried to use this team, well, it didn't end up being that great. Now, where's Storm at? Yeah, this is a pure 3-star team. Like, even if you have them at champion levels or champ max, start off with purple. And the idea behind this team here, you want to let the Hulk be out in front whenever Galactus's great machines go off. So that way he can trigger his anger and now flood the board with greens. See, yeah, this wasn't working in the last round because, well, I didn't have enough didn't do enough damage. Galactus didn't to effectively affect the Hulk. And then here you just target whatever color that's closest to green. Then again, you will use Storm's yellow to get any of those pesky team up tiles out of the way. And then you let Hulk get triggered with green, or with his anger ability. And now the cycle begins anew. Now, as you can also see too, with Kamala, this is going to heal up the team a fairly consistent amount. And that's part of the reason why I have her green at level 3, because again, it's like the idea is, you know, making tiles on the board with Storm's green, Hulk gets angry, you know, causes cascades, gets match 5s, you know, convert tiles to, you know, green that you need. And then, you know, hey, Galactus never ever has another turn. Here we'll put it You can either put it on yellow or red. It frankly doesn't matter because you know, whatever the board is more or less dictating or, you know, dropping, you know, just see what you need. As I said, we're not going to run out of AP anytime soon, so. Or if, again, if we do, well, hey, it's not like we can't restart the engine all over again. And there you go. Alright, there's my legendary token there. Alright, one more fight, and this time it's with Hawkeye. So, we talked a little bit about the 3-star version of Hawkeye. Alright, so purple costs 10, creates a countdown tile that lasts for 3 turns, and it also creates strike tiles on the board of various amounts and various strengths, and then when the countdown tile reaches 0, it will remove some strike tiles from off the board. It doesn't necessarily have to be the ones that Hawkeye created. It could be from ones that you might have already created from other characters, and then does damage to the target. Blue does random things for 5 AP. The first one will be like a stun. The next one will, you know, might steal some AP. It might create charge tiles. It may create attack tiles. You know, whatever the case might be. But it will do, you know, random things that way. Finally, black. This costs 10. It will heal you, but it will create random enemy strike, attack, and protect tiles for the enemy team. And also, too, passively, if you match any enemy special tile, you will heal Hawkeye for a certain amount. 2-star Hawkeye. He will have a stun on blue for 9 and blue. Creates a countdown tile that when it reaches 0, it will stun the random target. Well, I mean, stuns the target, and it used to steal AP. I don't know if it's still, yeah, it still steals AP. All right. Red also costs 9. Creates a countdown tile that when it reaches 0, it will do damage to the enemy team. And his purple ability, if you make a match 5 or greater, create some number of purple countdown tiles. When they reach 0, to do damage to the target. 1-star Hawkeye, all you need to know, he creates critical tiles, and he can destroy a row of tiles. I don't remember for how much, because, well, I haven't used 1-star Hawkeye in a long time. We're talking like 8 years. Alright, this version of Hawkeye, his green costs 6, does massive damage to the target. If it happens to down an opponent, it will do damage to the next opponent, and if it happens to down another opponent, then it'll do damage even to them. So it's a good way to, you know, knock some opponents down to size. Red, anytime you match red, it will create attack tiles on red, and then if you have attack tiles on the board previously, it will strengthen up any attack tiles that are already on the board, you know, when you match red. And then purple, this costs 11, stuns the target for 1 turn. It'll create a 4-turn countdown tile that will restun the person that you targeted, if I'm not mistaken. I know it costs 11 and I know it stuns. 3-turn countdown tile does damage. Yeah, and then stuns the target for a turn. Finally, 5-star version of Hawkeye creates well, anytime a countdown tile reaches 0, gains AP in both blue and red, and then also too, he will fortify any countdown tiles up to a number of 3. Blue is the exact same, just like 3-star Hawkeye. You know, either stuns and, you know, creates strike tiles, attack tiles, charge tiles, sends you, you know, your allies invisible, or even does damage, you know, if he runs out of arrows. And then finally, red just costs 5. It creates a 3-turn fortified countdown tile. When it reaches 0, it does damage, and it'll do additional damage if you have at least 9 red AP. Alright, so we'll go with Gamora, Coulson, and Hawkeye, because, well, why not? I mean, I probably could have went with the other Hawkeye, the Ronin, but maybe in another video we'll go with the Ronin. Now, the idea behind this team here is you're trying to either activate Gamora's, you know, insta down ability, where if she has all the tiles on the board that are purple, she will instantly down an opponent, or instantly down the target, I should say. And the insta down ability, for those who don't know, that's actually on her black. So that's it. As you can see, it's with this team here, you'll be gaining AP all willy-nilly. Now I really can't activate any abilities that will. Well, I could have activated Coulson's purple. I didn't think about that. That's on me. Alright, let's stun him. Put some Deadliest Woman tiles out. Activate this. And let's hope that there are no purple tiles that are about to pop up. Now, the only thing too that you also have to remember with Gamora's insta down, it does not. I repeat, it does not count with charge tiles because charge tiles are neutral tiles. They are not considered friendly. I really want. No, not to zig a zig. I don't want to zig a zig. No. I really would like some yellow AP so that I can get Coulson to get started, but whatever. Now I don't have any more blue tiles to activate, and that's the only other downside about this team here. It's like if you get the board flooded with countdown tiles, or blue happens to be locked up, you can't really use it. But I think I will use Ronin though. I won't be able to use his purple stun ability. So let me see here. Who else? Well, now who's purple? I could use Ghost. Why not? And then yeah, let's throw in North Star. Why not? Won't be able to send Galactus airborne, but we will be able to destroy some tiles on the board. So, whoops, wrong way. Don't want to do that. Alright, let's pop off no escape. Run early, destroy those yellows, make some matches with black. And again, that's partially due to the match damage of our good friend Ghost over here. That's partially what that is. Alright. So that'll end off this round 8 of Galactus. I don't know if I'm gonna record us finishing up Galactus, but you know, we shall see. For those who care about such things, your progression reward obviously is the legendary token, but we were fighting for Doc Ock, and then for alliances, you're fighting for Jim Hammond, Hawkeye, and of course legendary token, as well as Galactus Hunger's token. So hopefully, you know, you and your alliance have been knocking out Galactus effectively, and you know, to the best of your skills and abilities. If you haven't, you know, hey, next time an alliance event happens or gets, you know, notified up on the alliance, you know, go on the Marvel Puzzle Quest subreddit and, you know, try and find alliances that will accommodate you. So until then, because I'm actually typing my alliance right now as I am, you know, trying to both talk and type at the same time. So I will catch you all in the next video, whatever that may end up being.